Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we're in the super late models here at Lucas Oil. We are car number 2. We actually ran a really good time in practice. It was like our last lap of practice. I hit the bottom in 1 and 2 so perfectly, and hopefully we can do that here in qualifying because it is super slicked off. So we will see what we can do here. You could run top and run like a 15-1 or a 15-0, no problem, I feel like, if you hit it well. But I really want to work the bottom. That was a terrible bottom there. The good thing top and 3 and 4 is fast, so we'll have another shot at it. Like, if you miss the bottom, you're gonna lose a couple tenths, but if you hit the bottom, to be faster.
15.41.
That was not the best, but it wasn't the worst. This track's gonna be all about just not spinning your tires or going off the edge and stuff. What was that second lap? And a 0.79. I will take that. That is solid, but the race is gonna be tough here because if you mess up that bottom, you're just gonna get trained on the top, and you want to be on the top for 3 and 4. So it's gonna be a lot of give and go. Might just run the top in the very beginning, just so we oh, Jesse got a 9. Nice lap by him. He might have went and saw my last lap of practice and then ran that in qualifying. But I think I'm going to try to run top in the beginning just so we don't get somebody on our outside in 3 and 4. And then try to work the bottom once we have some room and see what we can do here. All right, we're getting ready to roll off here. Starting in second, we got Jesse. On our inside, we got Chevy right behind us. Rodney in third. People have raced around a decent bit, so should be a fun race. It's kind of a low SOF, like 2400, I think, or something like that. But it was only a single split. But the 13 and 14 already left, who were the 2 lowest numbers. So they're not racing anyways. So really, there's like 12 in the race. Hopefully, we can get a pretty green race. 40 laps here. Very slicked off though, so it's going to be really one-laned in 3 and 4. I think it could work in the middle later on, because I think the top's going to get even more slicked off, and it's going to be really tough to hit it, so you might be able to roll like through the middle or 3/4 of the way up, something like that.
We're on 1 to go.
Pretty well, and then might be able to make that bottom in 1 and 2 work. If we hit that right, it'd be so nice. But gonna try to roll top off the start, just because we want to be top in 3 and 4 mainly. And we're starting on the outside, but good luck to everybody. Hopefully we can get a decent start here, not spin our tires too bad. I didn't want to cut down through that slick too much and spin our tires. And all we gotta do is try to hit the top as good as we can and hopefully not go over the edge, because it gets flat up top and it's scary, this track, especially in 1 and 2. 3 and 4 I feel like isn't as bad to me. It's 1 and 2 that is terrifying to me. Like, I love running the bottom at tracks. I probably need to get a little higher there in 3 and 4. But I love, oh, we got over the top. I love running the bottom at tracks, because the top is very tough for me to hit at a lot of them, especially ones that you're not on the wall. But usually I'll just smack the wall and mess up anyways. We kind of got some room behind us now and stuff like that, so I kind of want to go towards that bottom in 1 and 2. Jesse is cooking us right now on the bottom in 1 and 2. He is destroying it, hitting it so well. I just really don't want to hit one of these tires and break our left front is the main thing. So that's the big caveat of not running the bottom is if you're not comfortable running right near those tires without hitting them, don't do it, because you got to get so close to these things to be fast. Jesse's doing it very well. You got to keep your car super straight as well. He's hitting the top in 3 and 4 really nice also. Ooh, I think he clipped that first tire. He didn't hit it hard, but I think he barely clipped it. It might have scared him a little. Yeah, we got a lot of room behind us, so that's good. Jesse's just absolutely cooking us right now. I missed bottom there. Chevy's throwing like a slider line 1 and 2, which that could work decently. I don't know right now.
There are yellows in this?
Yeah. There are yellows in this, so hopefully we don't get too many. But that slider line can work, but I just don't know with how slicked off it is right now if that will work. Because I know when it transitions from like tacky to slick, that slider line can work pretty well, but with how slicked off this track is, I don't know if it will. I feel like I tried it once or twice in practice, and it wasn't that quick for me. I was better on bottom or just straight top. There is some grip getting built up down here, right at the edge of the slick down at the bottom in 1 and 2. Top is so thin in 3 and 4. I'm trying not to go over it, but I'm trying to do our best to hit it and actually get some speed. We're still hitting like 1s or 2s or 3s on the bottom. That's not terrible. Being pretty consistent down there for the most part. Jesse is just hitting it so well. Like, he is getting his car fully down here on exit. Getting your car straight on exit is the biggest key. You want to not get too sideways on entry and get your car super straight for exit. Which I'm not terrible at, but I'm just not super consistent with. Chevy's about a second behind us right now. Running his like slider-ish line in 1 and 2, I think. So I gotta slow up so much for turn 1. That was a good turn 1 though. Able to get a nice straight line on exit. Definitely pulled away slightly there. Oh, there is one slow at the top. They're fine. That was our quickest lap so far. 0.96 is not too bad. Jesse definitely ran multiple 14s, I would imagine. 14.9s. He's probably going to come to a stop. That's going to bring out a caution, and it sure does. So, took 16 laps, but we got our first caution. Kind of shocked it took that long, but I'll take it. We're on 1 to green now, starting back on the outside. Probably going to do the same thing we did last time, where we just run top 1 and 2, try to get top 3 and 4, because that's the most important thing. Because 1 and 2 can be about close to as quick as the bottom in 1 and 2 if you hit it right, but it is a lot thinner up there now, so going to be a little sketchy. Try not to spin our tires too much here. Oh, he is sliding. Jesus. Sorry, I was like on the brakes trying not to run into you there.
You're good. I got really loose center.
Yeah, it's like the slider is so slow. I was trying not to get ran over from behind as well.
I turned my gear off. Under green, it was killing me.
Yeah, you're good. I just think the slider line's so slow right now with how slicked off it is. It just, I was trying not to get run over from behind and everything.
I just
In third, though. Alright, 1 to green this time. I don't think we have much damage, luckily. I don't think, like, we got a bad end out of that. Chevy definitely got some damage behind from everything, which sucks, but I'm going straight bottom on this restart, probably just following Jesse through it. Hopefully we can get by the 35. I don't know why his car looks like an 8-bit render. It looks so weird. But we need to try to get a good start here. Not a terrible one. Really try not to spin the tires. I slid up way too much. Oh, geez. Yep.
Mate, you're shit.
That is what I was worried about with going and running bottom. Because people might try to run a slider line. And I accidentally slid up too much also, so I wasn't even fully on the bottom. Luckily, it didn't spin us out. I don't know how it didn't. But we're on the bottom in 3 and 4, so I'm trying to slide up, run middle, but it's just not fast. Top in 3 and 4 just absolutely destroys. My car feels a little weird now. Doesn't necessarily feel correct. But we got destroyed on that start. I don't know if Chevy just tried running that slider line or if somebody got into him on the entry or something. I don't know. We'll have to see it in the replay at the end. All right, on the bottom again. We're behind Rodney this time. We're all the way back to 5th. That's a little rough, but hopefully we can get a decent start on this one and hopefully not ran over into turn 1. I'm not 100% sure what happened on that last one, but that's what I was afraid of with starting on the bottom and trying to hook it, even though I missed it and I slid up. But the good thing, I guess I did miss it and slide up, because it would have been much worse for us, I feel like, if we didn't miss it. Try to get all the way actually down here this time. That was much better. Top is still going to be there in 3 and 4. Just the way to go. Now we're on the outside for 1 and 2. But he kind of slid up to the middle. And they didn't run the bottom very well there. Oh, I got too tight on entry. Tried running the bottom there, kind of slid out to the middle for the exit. It was not very fast for me. May just need to run the top for right now, try to keep up that momentum. Even Jesse's moving to the top now. He's almost dipping a tire off though up there. 7 cars off a little bit. So if we can just be smart, not go over the edge, we might be able to catch some of these guys. Try to at least. 35 and the 7 are both slightly off. We're going to catch them a little bit. The hard part's going to be passing them then. If they just like barely dip off a tire like that, they're a little slower in 1 and 2. When they do it, just passing is going to be the tough part. I need them to like fully slide out. I'm a little low in 3 and 4. The 7 adjusted. 35 is still dipping his tire off. He's slowing up the 7 now. Try not to get in the back of the 7 here. Oop, I got the wall before entry. That's gonna hurt. I knew that was gonna mess my entry up a good bit. 7 backed off to try to stay on the outside for 3 and 4. Trying to cut down a little bit off of 4, see if that could work. Jesse's gone once again. We're getting by some lap cars here. Hopefully they don't slow up too much and bring out a caution. I'm really bad in 3 and 4. Geez. I'm not terrible in 1 and 2 if I hit it like we are decently, but 3 and 4 I am like awful. Try and slide up to it a little bit more. I don't know. Or maybe I just actually need to run high into it. 157 has no spoiler, so he is probably all sorts of loose. 7's getting off again in 1 and 2. People are leaving and connecting. Interesting. Try the bottom. We had Rodney right behind us though, so it could be a bad idea. Got to get back to the top for 3 and 4 though. Yeah, it didn't quite work out. I think if somebody wasn't right in front of the 7, could have maybe thrown a slider with how close we were. Bad exit off of 2. A little too high. Just need to be more steady with the throttle and try to keep the car straighter. Feel like might be just spinning my wheels too much on the straights and everything. I feel like we might be a little faster than these guys around us, but just barely. Like it's not enough to see a huge difference, but I'm like slowly catching. But when the 7 goes off like that, that definitely helps. Like it's just enough to where it's like a little noticeable. Oh, 2 laps to go. Like just enough to where it's a little noticeable, but not like easy enough to pass with. Coming up to the white flag here though. Try to get up in the 3rd if we can. Putting the pressure on the 7. Maybe he'll go a little hard. Try to run middle here. Nah, he held it pretty well. It's just so tough to pass when you get this slick of a track. So good win to Jesse. He got the pole and just ran away with it the entire time. I think our damage definitely hurt us, and getting stuck back in traffic a little bit hurt because I felt like I was a little quicker than the 35 and the 7. But it is what it is. Tough to pass a single lane track like when it gets like this. But good racing overall. How damaged was our car? I don't see much on the front at least. The left rear for sure. But we'll go through see the incidents that happened and assess the couple of wrecks, because I think the one wreck was somebody coming to a stop. I think they net coded slightly. Is this where I think he got the tire? Yeah, that's where I saw him behind and he clipped a tire. It was super close. I thought he did. Is he gonna do it again? Ooh, not as close on that one. 35 going in. Oh, getting hit by the 12. 12 just like was straight into that corner. 7 car getting the tire there. 10 car going in hot. Has a car sliding up. They hit on the exit. This guy is just going slow, trying to let people by, I think. I think he was a lap car, yeah, and just like kind of in a weird area of the track. Oh, Jesus. What did the 17 do? This wasn't even the caution, I don't think. Actually, no, it was. It was like going into lap 16 or something. He just turned in super early for turn 1. I think he was going to throw a slider on the 5, maybe, and just absolutely cooked it into the tire. Yeah, I kind of had like this guy almost on my inside, and then the 35 was sliding up too, so I couldn't really slide down here. I was trying to get off throttle as much as I could, but he was so sideways and slow, and then I was hitting the brakes, getting into the back of him, trying not to get ran over at the same time. That did bend up our left rear a little bit, and Chevy got bounced around some, but that actually didn't bring out the caution, shockingly. Thought for sure that was gonna be the caution. Oh, I think, yeah, he broke his right front. That is definitely what's gonna bring out the caution. And then on the next restart, where was it? Oh no, this wasn't even the restart. Was that even the caution yet? Or Chevy just sent it in there, got the back of the 1 car, spun him around. That may have actually been the caution. And then this is the restart where I was gonna go run bottom, and oh yeah, he just was sending it in there trying to slide up, and I was not going and sliding up because I was trying to hit the bottom. Luckily I missed the bottom, or I think we would have really gone around. So he lost his whole front nose from that. What's happening here? The red car is absolutely going up into him. I can't even see what number it is. The RR car, I have no clue. There wasn't too many more incidents the rest of this race. It went pretty green after this. Oh yeah, he just absolutely took him out. Okay, that's what happened. They were like door banging, and the 157 just absolutely took him out. Then the 17, like trying to go to the pits, I guess, and the 157 trying to catch up to the field. But then other than that, we went green to the end, so that was a lot of fun. We ended up finishing, what, 4th out of 14? Not terrible, but let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. Somehow we end up gaining 1 I rating out of that. I'll take it. We didn't lose any, so I will take that all day with a not a super high SOF. Jesse gets the win, gains 35. Solid race. We end up losing a little bit of safety, though. Not worried about that because we have a lot of safety, but it was a decent race. Kind of what I expected. I wish it wasn't as slick of a track. I wish it was more slick in the middle, so you can make the bottom work a little bit and then the top work a little bit, and then it would kind of meet a little, and you can make like a slider line work. That's much more of a fun track for Lucas Oil, but when you get that slick of a track to start with, not as fun. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one.